Good evening, everyone. It's Wednesday, May 3rd, 2017, calling the Town of Hingham Board of Selectmen meeting to order. Preliminarily, and before we begin, it gives me sadness to inform you, all of you, that Betty Tower passed away. She is a woman that I have known since I was a little boy, actually, and grew to enjoy seeing her presence here in town at the town hall. She was the face that everyone saw coming into the Board of Selectmen. Her dedication and her love for the community that we call Hingham was unparalleled, and I think it's only appropriate that we pause momentarily, recognize that. Our thoughts are with her family and deep respect for her contributions over the decades that she served us. So. Okay, she's with Putt now. All right, first item. I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes of April 19th, 2017 and April 24th, 2017 as written.
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye. I'd like to abstain from that.
Public comment? No public comment. Now we're moving to reorganization of the board. And it is with great happiness that I make a motion to appoint my colleague, Mary Power. But before I pass it over for a second, I'd just like to thank you, Mary, for the hard work and the dedication and frankly, the discipline that you showed in the past year. I can't thank you enough for that. And you know, I always felt that every decision you made was for the best interest of the town.
Thank you.
Without exception. So I'm delighted to ask this to you. All I need is a second.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye. I'd just like to say for the record as well that I've had the opportunity to work with Mary on the advisory committee, and I had the opportunity to watch Mary lead the advisory committee both as vice chair and chair, and I have no doubt that she'll bring those considerable leadership and organizational skills and analytical skills to the task as chair of the Board of Selectmen. So I'm very pleased to cast my vote for you tonight. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
And I think before we move on, we should also welcome our colleague.
I plan to
It's
do
the
that
new
kind
girl.
of towards the end. But
I'm sorry.
However you want to do
I jumped
it.
I jumped a little ahead. I jumped a little ahead here.
Welcome
So,
aboard, Council.
Thank you very much.
It's a
Thank you
pleasure
very
to
much.
have you with us.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure, genuine.
You folks have a brief meeting tonight.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Mostly reorganization. You have no appointments to be made. We do have some information to give you through Selectmen and Town Administrator reports, and then, of course, you have some votes to get to. Would you like to take up the reports or the votes?
Should you finish the meeting, or?
Oh, it's a short one. You go ahead.
All right, I'll take it.
You're in the chair.
Okay. Let's do the votes. Let's
Okay.
get the votes done.
So your first vote is, you have a series of one-day liquor licenses here, and a request by the farmer's market. The farmer's market's here. So, first. This is similar to what we've done in the past, correct? Similar to what we've done in the past, correct? It's a request by Coastal Vineyards and Westport Rivers to sell wine at the Hingham's Farmer's Market. The same caveats apply. There'll be no tasting at the farmer's market.
Questions from my colleagues?
No tasting just of wine. You can taste other things there, right? No. My understanding from the chief and also from Mr. Mayo was that things worked very well last year and that you will continue with the same, sort of the same setup, same conditions. Great.
It was seamless.
Great.
they started, the Vineyards were very pleased with, they're disappointed about the tasting aspect, but they understand there are other markets that have similar restrictions. Some are, anyway, that's another story. But they were very well received, the patrons of the market. We're appreciative of the fact that this is yet another part of the
Offering, yeah.
agriculture.
Yeah. Great.
And Mark, they're going to alternate weeks, similar to the setup last year? Yeah.
One space, same
Yes.
space every week, unless it rains, in which case we move the footprint. But same space as MDAR requires.
And I would just note for the record that in our packets, we do have some correspondence from the police chief saying that he is very comfortable with continuing this relationship, and so that's helpful to have.
It's good to have the nod of the police. I'll entertain a motion to approve the application of David Nelson, DBA Coastal Vineyards, for a Chapter 138, Section 15F special license for the sale of its wine products at the Hingham Farmers Market on Saturday beginning May 31st, 2017, and ending November 19th, 2017. As outlined in the notice of approval, sampling of its wine products will not be permitted.
I heard you say May 31st, but I read it May 13th.
May 13th, I'm sorry.
13th, okay.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I'll entertain a motion to approve the application of Westport Rivers, Inc. for a Chapter 138, Section 15F special license for the sale of its wine products at the Hingham Farmers Market on Saturdays beginning May 13, 2017, and ending November 19, 2017, as outlined in the notice of approval. Sampling of its wine products will not be permitted.
So moved?
Second?
All's in favor?
Aye.
Entertain a motion to approve the issuance of a special one-day wine and malt beverages license to Main Street Market and Deli for the 61st Annual Arts Festival at Second Parish Church in Hingham on Friday, May 12, 2017, from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. So moved.
So moved. I do have one correction I'd like to offer for the record. It seems like there's a typographical error in between the one-day liquor license application and the notice of approval. The licensee in the notice of approval, I think, should read Andrew Stevens on behalf of Main Street Market and Deli. I'd like to make that.
So we'll just correct the application, the vote.
Yeah, the vote just says Main Street Market and Deli. I
Yeah,
guess,
okay.
yeah.
So we'll just correct that on the application. I don't think you need to change your vote, and we'll make sure the record is correct on that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Entertain a motion to approve the issuance of a special one-day all-alcoholic beverages license to Wellspring Multi-Service Center for the South Shore's Got Talent event at South Shore Conservatory with music on Friday, June 23rd, 2017, from 6 p.m. to 9:30 p.m.
So moved?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
And before the farmer's market leaves, Mark, I believe this Saturday is the first, this Saturday, the 6th, is the opening at the farmer's market, so it'll be good to be back there. It'll be good to see everybody there.
Did you guys vote this one?
Yeah.
You did vote.
All set?
Thanks for coming in.
See you, Mark. Okay, the meeting is brief, although very pleasurable. Before we sign off, Tom, is there anything you'd like to say?
I'm good, thank you.
I'd like to add a couple of things for you in administrative reports. I'll let you know that we met twice on Monday. We met with our staff internally regarding Article 15 at the town meeting, leash laws at Bear Cove Park. And we had a good productive session. We expanded the group to the stakeholders from the proponents of the article and the Bear Cove Park Committee earlier this afternoon. We had council at both those meetings. We've scheduled another meeting on the 8th of May, next Monday. Hopefully, if we can get council to give us back the framework that we've developed, we'll be able to provide you folks with a draft after that meeting, and we hope, we're targeting your first meeting of June to give you the official recommendations from us. You know, as you know how we like to work, you've got a draft, so we'd like to get some comments back from you as to the framework and structure. And I think all the parties feel comfortable that this is a workable proposal.
And I'm sorry, maybe you said this, but who's at the table on this?
So from internally, myself and Tom, town council, and the police chief. And then externally, we brought in Katie Sutton from as the proponent of the article. She was the mover of the article. And we brought in Ted Matthews representing Bear Cove Park
Okay,
as the
great.
group.
Eileen?
Also Eileen, yeah.
Sorry.
Oh,
Eileen was
right.
there with us the whole step of the way.
Right.
Given the fact that all of this is falling on Eileen's office, essentially, we thought it was worthwhile bringing her in. So she's very helpful.
Great.
I would just thank you both, and what I hope is, I know, especially on like a beautiful day like today, we're all getting phone calls about how this will move ahead, and I hope that the public sees that we are moving quickly on this. Town meeting was 9 days ago. We've already met twice on this. We've gotten a lot of work done, and we will continue to move forward.
I've also been told that the story that came out in Boston.com is going to be modified. And maybe for the record, we should tell people, I know that Katie said she was trying to get that message out pretty intently to her folks. The rules haven't changed yet in Bear Cove Park. It's not until this board actually takes action. So I know town meeting took an action. That's not binding upon this board. This board has to take action for it to change. So if you're running around in Bear Cove Park without a leash and you happen to be a dog, you're in violation. I don't know if you'd hear this, but maybe your owners would.
Okay.
I think that's the one other issue I would raise with you folks is that we're moving forward with the Route 3A Summer Street project. I was in communication with the town manager in Hull today, and he indicated to me that he's still struggling with town meeting. They have one more day to go, and we'll be talking tomorrow about setting up an internal staff meeting between his folks and our folks on the road proposals by Mass DOT. So hopefully we can get to that next week.
And I would just reiterate, for the benefit of the public, that what we're talking about moving ahead with is a pilot program. Mass DOT has developed something that they think may be a possible solution to some of the safety issues. But what's on the table right now is the idea of piloting this during peak summer season to see if it is a viable solution. So the decision at hand is whether to proceed with this pilot or not. Nothing further than that.
And it will only be for several weeks during the summer. That's all I have for you.
Okay.
Karen, is there anything you'd like to?
My turn? Yeah, I'd just like to say how great it is to be here with all of you tonight. Really looking forward to getting to work. And I just wanted to say as well, the election process for me and my family was really tremendous. The civic engagement in this town, as you all know, is just unparalleled. To have 6 contested races at the local level, I think demonstrates the commitment of our citizens to service to this town. I applaud them. I applaud all the folks that came out to vote on such a beautiful day. And I'm just grateful to have the opportunity to serve the town. So thank you very much.
Yeah, you know, I just wanted to also mention that last Friday, Hingham really lost an important part of our community, and that's Carl Harris. Carl lived most of his life in Hingham. He served on the Republican Town Committee. He served on the Hingham Center Cemetery Committee. He served on the Community Center Committee, and he was an elected member of the Plymouth County Charter Commission. Carl touched many aspects of this community in so many different ways, and on behalf of the board, we would extend our sympathies to his family, particularly his wife, Susan.
I have a lighter goodbye as my stint as chair. You know, as some of you may know, I mean, with the spring here, the highway department is out, and had the good fortune of enjoying the hard work of 3 gentlemen who were working on Pear Tree Hill. Their names are Jim, Patty, and Carl. And my wife can attest to the fact that they worked very hard all day. So my compliments to you gentlemen for the fine work that you're doing in the neighborhood I live in. If you happen to see these gentlemen working, cold water is certainly something that they would all appreciate. And I'd like to thank the town for Tuesday. Last year was a challenge, and I think that the town recognized that in the decision it made, and I thank you sincerely for that. I've served Hingham for a very long time, and I feel that every decision I made was in the best interest of the town and continue to do so, and I will persist in that position as long as I serve. I'd like to thank Ted Alexiadis, Tom Mayo, Sharon Perfetti, and all the department heads for the support and assistance that they gave us in this past year in particular. It was an extraordinary effort on the part of our staff and governance here at Town Hall, and I very much appreciate that. And finally, I'd like to welcome you, Karen. I am so happy and pleased that the town saw fit to elect you to this position. I think you're superbly qualified for this. I think you ran a superb campaign effort, and your message was clear and positive. And I think that that's a good sign for things to come. I anticipate with Mary as chair, this board's going to be high speed, low drag, and I very much am looking forward to getting to work. You know, this is a great town, and you know, sometimes there's hiccups along the way, but we're on the right path. So thank you again, ladies and gentlemen, so much for last Tuesday and Saturday, to all the people who ran for elective office. I've been contacted by a couple of them. You know, they were interested in following up, and I think that's great. We have a talent bank. I'd actively encourage anyone who wants to serve to put their name in, because the strength of, you know, who we are rises or falls, and who steps forward to offer their considerable talents and skills. We see it year after year, and it you know, thank God it continues on. So great town to live in, but it doesn't happen by itself. So thank you all again. It's been an honor and a privilege to serve you in the capacity I have. And with that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Good night, everyone.
Aye.
Good night.
Deputy.